Okay guys, we are going to do a math project today and tomorrow we will finish, okay? So our project, this is called Array City. Well, that's the name of mine anyway. And what you're going to be doing is to create a city using arrays. So your city will include 6 to 10 buildings, and each building should represent and be labeled with multiplication facts up to 10 times 10 using arrays. Okay? You're going to use a math term to name your city. You can name your city anything you want as long as it's a math term and it's not copying mine, which is Array City. And you're also going to get to include extra items in your city like trees and things like that. So here's an example of mine. It's Welcome to Array City is the title of my page, and I have 6 different buildings. On the top left you see a church, and it has an array of 8 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. All right, right next to it you see the playground with the swings, and up here is somebody's house, and their array is 1 times 3 is 3. And of course they have a tree in their yard. All right, and then next to that we have a larger house with an array of 6 times 7, which is 42. They've got their little picnic table outside. It's a sunny day. They go and get some barbecue going on. All right, and then below that is the school, which is an array of 4 times 10, which is 40. All right, and then there's another house down here with an array of 2 times 4 is 8. So there's a little bush in the front yard. And then over here we have the fire station, which is 3 times 5 is 15. Okay? So you're going to have 6 to 10 buildings, and you're going to have extras, and you're going to put multiplication facts on top of those buildings and arrays. Here's your checklist. Make sure you have 6 to 10 buildings, that each building is represented and labeled up to 10 times 10. Your math term is your title or the name of your city, and you're going to include items from the extra slide. Okay, so here are some buildings, and you are going to click on whatever building you want. All right, let's try this skyscraper. You click on it. You hit Control and C at the same time to copy it. And then you go to the blank slide down here, slide number 17, and you paste it by hitting Control and V at the same time. Okay, if you want to make it bigger, you can drag it. If you want to make it smaller, however you want to do it, and you can move it around. When you move your cursor around and you get the plus sign, it helps you to move it around the page. Okay, you also can pick whichever color that you want for your squares. So let's see, skyscraper, I'm thinking blue. Okay, I'm going to click on it. Again, I'm going to hit Control C at the same time. Then I'm going to go back to my building, and I'm going to put Control V, to the slide, I'm sorry. Wait for it to look like a plus sign. You hover your mouse over it. When it looks like a plus sign, you can grab it. All right, clicking on the left button down there, and then I drop it when I let go of my finger. Okay, so for this one, I really can't do but probably 2 rows. And again, I can just copy this, Control C, Control V, and it gives me another one. And be sure that when you're making arrays that you line them up straight. Okay, so you can keep adding the squares to make your array, and then you can type by inserting a text box. We're going to go to Insert up at the top left. You're going to click on Text Box. then you will come over here, insert your text box, and then you can type your math sentence, which for this one it's going to be, let's say, 2 times 8. I don't know. And I know that that equals 16. All right. Again, I can just drag it. There we go. Okay? So you get the picture. You can go to the extra slide. Make sure you're using some extras to make it more nice on the eyes and more realistic, okay? So let's see for, I don't know, let me just grab a cloud. Again, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hit Control C. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click Control and V. And then when I hover around it and it turns into the cross, then I can drag and drop it. So let's say I want to have a cloud up here. And you will be moving things around as you need to. Make sure you have at least 6 buildings and at least a couple of extras. You can also change the background here. Oops. I'm going to make it look like it's going into the clouds. You can change the background as well. When you click on the left button, it says change background. You click on that and you can choose a different color if you would like to have a different color of your background. Just do that, hit done, there you go. All right, you guys have fun and be sure to share your work with me.